It's the cutest story ever that Emily Blunt and John Krasinski snuck into an Oppenheimer screening. If you believed you noticed two well-known faces in the Oppenheimer audience, you may have been right. It would be an understatement to say that Oppenheimer was well attended this year. The film, directed by Christopher Nolan, which centers on American physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer, also known as the father of the atomic bomb, nearly achieved $1 billion box office haul and was half of the massive Barbenheimer phenomenon that dominated theaters this past summer. But more people than simply movie enthusiasts and well-known film enthusiasts such as Quentin Tarantino were swarming theaters to see the 3-hour biography. There were also members of the renowned Oppenheimer cast in attendance, including John Krasinski, the spouse of Emily Blunt. In the film, directed by Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt plays Kitty Oppenheimer, the spouse of the renowned scientist and director of the Manhattan Project. The actress recently disclosed that she was able to enter an IMAX theater just north of New York City covertly and see the popular movie for herself. She made this revelation in a Variety Actors on Actors chat with her co-star Anne Hathaway from Devil Wears Prada. Says she, "We were unable to see the film with a crowd because of the strike. When John and I were able to secure 2 tickets at an IMAX in Nyack, I realized that Oppenheimer was going to be a very momentous moment in the history of film." NY, within a retail center. When the lights went out, we crept inside. Naturally, Blunt is alluding to the protracted SAG-AFTRA strike, which had ended Oppenheimer's promotional tour following the movie's July London debut. Taking advantage of the fact that she was unable to view the highly anticipated film with a group of people, the actress decided to attend the very significant moment in cinema history with her well-known spouse, John Krasinski. The actress claimed to have gotten chills at the response to Oppenheimer from teenage viewers dressed up as the well-known physicist, who was recognizable for his tapered smoking pipe, tailored suits, and pork pie hat. "I noticed some teenage boys entering the building dressed as." In Nyack, New York, I felt shivers. After that, I told Cillian over the phone, "You're not going to believe what I just saw." The actor announced she was taking a break from acting this year, even though Blunt, Murphy, and the rest of the Oppenheimer team are currently promoting the Nolan film, which is probably going to be a strong contender come awards season. I mean, just look at the reviews. The logic: to spend more time at home with Hazel, age 9, and Violet, age 7, along with Krasinski and their 2 young girls. As she said this past July when she was a guest on the Table for 2 podcast with Bruce Bozzi, "I am not working this year. We're in the final year of single digits because I worked a lot last year and my oldest child is 9. I simply get the impression that when they are young, certain aspects of their day are crucial. It is, are you going to wake me up? Shall we go to school together? Are you going to come get me? When will you get me in bed? And I just have to give them all my undivided attention for a while." I could feel it in my bones. But it appears that her well-known husband has been enjoying himself while on the Oppenheimer promotional tour, as Krasinski surreptitiously snapped pictures of his wife and her co-stars Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon, and Cillian Murphy this summer at a get-together. Love those Oppen homies, you have to. All in all, hearing Emily Blunt and John Krasinski recount their encounter with Oppenheimer is really endearing. They ought to be proud of the movie and the response from the crowd they observed when it was shown in Nyack, given its enormous success.